Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following message that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a narration of a translation of a message that I received. The narration reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? I am a young woman who is from Zim. Currently, I am staying in a foreign country. The challenge that I am facing is that I am involved with a man that I do not have any feelings for anymore. Even though I do love him, but it is not that kind of a love whereby you tell yourself that this is the man that you are going to grow old with. I only love him because I started dating him from a very young age. That is the only reason as to why I am still with him. So this man and I, in this foreign country that we are in, he has made a lot of money, and he said that he wants to go and pay the lobola for me. He wants to pay for my bride price, but I do not want that to happen because there are some unfinished business. There are some things that happened between me and my sister's husband. So a lot of things were left hanging in the air. And as for my sister's husband, he also said that if I am going to get married to my current fiance, then there is going to be trouble for me. My story, I can say it started when my mother passed away. My mother passed away because she had lost so much blood at the time that she gave birth to me, and she had an infection because of the poor medical conditions. My mom could not survive after giving birth to me. After my mom had passed away, I stayed with my uncle and his wife, and they were treating me really bad. And when my sister got married, she came and she took me and I started staying with her. So my sister, to me, she is more like a motherly figure because she is the one who raised me up as I was staying with my sister. My sister and her husband, they used to have some problems, even though my sister, she is really cool. I noticed that my sister's husband was a man who loved a lot of women, and my sister would never complain. And another thing that was now troubling me, whenever my sister's husband would see me with another boy, he would come and beat me up so much that I could not even understand why he would always beat me up for just hanging around in the street with a boy. Then I started dating my current fiance, the man that I am staying with. When he found me one day, this was my brother-in-law, he then dragged me out of my boyfriend's car and he dragged me back home and he reported me to my sister. They both started beating me so badly. It was him and my sister. The next time when me and my sister's husband had gone out, we were just going out to do some grocery shopping because my sister, she is someone that is really lazy. She just wants to be a housewife that doesn't want to go out to do anything or any shopping at all. So whenever she would see that there is no more food in the house, she would send me and my brother-in-law to go and buy the food. So one day when we had gone out, this was me and my brother-in-law. Then my brother-in-law said that he was truly sorry for the way that he had been beating me up. I asked him why he had been so cruel towards me. He said that it is because I love you, and each and every time that I see you with another man, I feel so much anger inside of me. That is why I end up beating you. I said, how can you love me yet you are married to my sister? He said that it was sort of like a cultural right, his cultural right to be in love with me if he chose to. Since me and my sister, we share the same blood, it didn't even matter if he would make me fall pregnant because our kids will always be related. That is how me and him started dating. When we started dating, we were only dating over the phone. We were not making love or doing any funny stuff. With time, Brother Nashi, when I was dating him, I then started to feel very jealous because I was now in a secret competition with my sister, and she didn't know that I had become an unofficial second wife to her husband. I didn't like it each and every night when I would hear my brother-in-law making love to my wife. My sister, she is a noisy woman. When she is making love to her husband, she screams a lot, and this would make me to feel really bad. And as they will be making love, I started to feel so much hatred towards my sister. I felt so jealousy towards her. And the challenge that my fiance that I am currently staying with is that his manhood, it is very small, so small like a finger, Brother Nashi, and it doesn't satisfy me at all. And I always find myself lusting after having intercourse with a man because he can't satisfy me. So with everything that was happening, me and my brother-in-law, we started exchanging some adult jokes. I then started to feel for him, and the jealousy was growing inside of me. And finally, me and him, we slept together, and I got addicted to him because he was able to satisfy me in bed. The way that I got addicted to him was like each and every night I would call him and he would come to the place where I would be, even if it was in the toilet. When my sister would have gone to sleep, then we would quickly sleep with each other. This was like an everyday thing until he started complaining. And when he started complaining, I felt so much jealous because I felt like he wanted my sister more than he wanted me. So I then visited a white garment prophet. I met a prophetess who gave me some prayers, and she told me that I was supposed to use these prayers so that my sister's husband can forget about him, and he can only start looking after me and taking care of me. But these charms, they didn't even work at all. Mind you, I had started dating my sister's husband simply because he had bought for me a brand new phone. It was a Samsung S21 when it came out. So when I saw that it was not working, I then spoke with my other friend. This friend of mine, she had faced so many challenges in her marriage, but suddenly her husband was now with someone else, and then she managed to go and seek help at the traditional healers, and she was helped by this other man who was staying in an area that is called Highfields here in Zim. So I then asked for directions at the place where she had gotten her help, like to sort out her marriage. She gave me the direction. I then went to Highfields where I consulted with that traditional healer. This man said that this was nothing but an easy thing to do. All that I was supposed to do was to bring something that personally belonged to my sister. When he said that I was supposed to bring anything that belonged to my sister, I went back home and I found the opportunity to get hold of her tights, those ladies' tights, one that was dirty. I then took 2 threads, one from the bottom and one from the waist area, and I returned back to Highfields with these items. And then that traditional healer, he then started performing the rituals. All that I wanted was for my brother-in-law to hate her so much, and all that I wanted was for him to love only me, and I wanted my sister to be on a period forever. When I saw that this ritual was not working, then my husband was now in South Africa, and he said that I am not going to leave you behind. And when he came here, he found a very nice job. And the challenge that I am now facing is that me and my brother-in-law, we actually had a child together, and my fiance, he even thinks that this child that I had with my brother-in-law, it is his own child. And what I did is that me and my brother-in-law, we had a discussion, and we both agreed that we were going to keep this child at my sister's place so that the child can always be close to the father, who is my brother-in-law. But all of these things, my fiance and my sister, they did not even know, and they would never find out that this is what we did. currently what is happening, I have confusion in my mind because my sister's husband, I know that he is capable of taking care of me and my sister, but he said that I am supposed to return back home so that I can take care of the kid, and I don't know what to do. Should I dump my fiance and return back to my sister's husband? And I am full of confusion right now. I do not know what to do anymore. Recently, my fiance received a text message, and this text message was like, if you keep on staying with that woman, which is me, then I am going to find people that are going to murder you in cold blood. And when I confronted my brother-in-law, he told me that it was him who sent that message, and he meant everything that he wrote on that message. He said that if you are ever going to try to marry that guy, I am going to expose you, and I am going to tell everyone that we had a child together. So right now, I am really confused. Please help me. Dear listeners, right there was a narration of a message that I received. Then we had to give you this translation.